You know that feeling, right? You're hours deep scrolling through endless educational content, and you feel incredibly productive. But what if I told you that feeling of progress is actually a trap?
Yeah. Have you ever caught yourself saying this? I'm not addicted, I'm learning. We tell ourselves we're investing in our future, that we're just one video away from that life-changing breakthrough. But is that really what's happening?
Well, this is what's known as the great productivity lie. It's this incredibly clever illusion, disguised as education, that makes you feel like you're making progress when you're actually just running in place.
Let's be real for a second. Think about all the content you've watched over the last month. Did 90% of it lead to any actual, real-world change? For most of us, if we're being honest, the answer is a hard no. And here's the kicker. That's by design.
So why do we keep falling for this? It's easy to think it's just a lack of willpower, but it's not. We're up against our own brain chemistry. So let's break down the psychology behind the scroll.
The first thing you've got to understand is something called a dopamine hijack. See, you're not actually addicted to the content itself. You're addicted to the feeling you get right before you click. It's that thrill of anticipation, that little voice that says, this video, this could be the one.
And this is the absolute core of the trap. Your brain gets this little rush of potential success, and it mistakes that chemical spike for actual achievement. But here's the thing, feeling productive is not the same as being productive.
But it's not just about dopamine hits. There's a deeper, kind of more uncomfortable reason we get stuck. It's called escape behavior. We use all this content to avoid the difficult things in our lives. The projects we haven't started, the dreams we feel are too far away.
And this kind of content is the perfect escape, isn't it? It gives us permission to feel productive while we're actually avoiding the hard work of real growth. We tell ourselves, I'm learning, but really we're just hiding. The tragic irony is that in our attempt to avoid wasting our lives, we end up doing just that.
Okay, so how do we break free from this cycle? Well, it's not about trying to muster up more willpower. It's about having a smarter strategy. It's time to build a system of friction and take back control. The solution is actually pretty simple. It's called friction theory. Just think of it this way. If you want to eat less junk food, you don't keep it on your desk, right? You put it away in a high cupboard. By adding just a little bit of resistance, that bad habit starts to lose its grip on you.
So here's a simple three-step system to put this into practice. First, hide the app. Seriously, just moving it off your home screen can be enough to break that mindless impulse. Second, log out after every single session. The little hassle of re-entering your password adds another crucial layer of friction. And finally, the one that's a total game changer.
This right here is the golden rule. You have to take control back from the algorithm. Turn off the recommendations, turn off autoplay, and from now on, only watch what you specifically search for. This one shift transforms you from a passive consumer into an active creator of your own experience.
Now, when you start to implement this system, you're going to feel a really profound shift. You're not just breaking a bad habit here. You are reclaiming your most valuable resource, your attention. This is a hard reset for your mind.
But be prepared, okay? It's not going to be easy at first. Your brain is used to a constant fire hose of stimulation, so when you shut it off, you're going to feel restless, maybe even a little anxious. But you have to stick with it. Because after a few days, something amazing happens. The healing begins.
Your brain literally starts to rewire itself. Instead of craving that cheap, easy thrill of the next video, it starts finding joy in the real world again. You will get a much bigger, much better dopamine hit from finishing a workout, making progress on a project, or just having a deep conversation with a friend.
A team of Stanford psychologists put it perfectly. The greatest addiction of our time isn't drugs, it's distraction. This isn't just about wasting a few hours. This is about losing our lives, one scroll at a time.
Ultimately, this isn't about blaming technology. It's about taking ownership of our own minds. The real challenge isn't just to break a habit. It's about asking ourselves, who do we want to be? Are we in control of our attention, or is our attention in control of us?
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Quitting the scroll, it isn't the hard part. Quitting the version of you that needs it, now that takes courage. That is the real work, and that is where your true freedom begins.